Pride in work is a dying language. You look around and you can see it everywhere, not just on construction sites, not just in carpentry, but in everything we do that used to matter. There was a time when a job done properly was a reflection of who you were, a statement of your character. You could look at a wall, a door frame, a bench you built, and know exactly what kind of bloke or woman you were. You'd walk away knowing that you gave it everything you had, even if nobody ever said thanks. And now it feels like everyone's chasing speed, chasing margins, chasing whatever's easiest.
Say hi to YouTube.
Hi YouTube. Like and subscribe.
We cut corners, slap things together, and shrug like it doesn't matter. But it does matter, damn it. It matters to you, even if no one else notices. You've probably been on a site where a job has been done so half-assed that you had to fix it again, and every time that happens, it feels like a little piece of pride has died with it. You remember the old boys, the blokes who trained us, or trained someone who trained us, who measured twice and cut once, because it wasn't just about getting it done, it was about doing it right. They didn't care if you got credit or if anyone noticed. The point was that the work spoke for itself. That attitude carried into everything else. Showing up on time, treating people with respect, leaving the site better than you found it. Now, some of that still exists, sure, but it's rarer than it used to be. We work faster, we complain less, we accept shoddy work because someone says it's fine, mate, and somewhere along the line, we've all started thinking that's acceptable. You can see it in apprentices too. They're talented, smart blokes, but sometimes they don't realise that learning a trade isn't just learning the steps or the tools, it's learning the standards, the expectations, the pride.
Ready?
It's about internalising the work ethic, understanding that even when no one is looking, what you do matters. And when that understanding doesn't come, the craft dies slowly, almost imperceptibly. One lazy fix, one sloppy frame, one good enough attitude after another, and suddenly the language of pride is just a whisper. And it isn't just on site, either. You notice it when you deal with suppliers who don't care about quality, when people cut corners because it's cheaper or faster, when everything feels disposable. You start seeing it in the world around you. Furniture that breaks, buildings that sag, tools that fail. It's the same principle. If nobody cares, nothing lasts. And if nothing lasts, the value of skill, of attention, of care drops. It becomes normal to do things badly and hope nobody notices. The thing is, pride isn't about showing off. It's not about ego or pretending you're the best. Pride is quiet. Pride is in the small stuff, making sure a joint fits perfectly, that a frame is level, that the edge of a bench is sanded just right. It's in the details that most people will never see. And that's the point. It's not about applause. It's about respect for the work itself, and respect for yourself as someone who can do it properly. And it's frustrating, right? Because when you care, when you actually take pride in what you do, it stands out like a sore thumb these days. You can tell immediately which blokes are just putting in hours for a paycheck and which ones give a damn. It's subtle, but it's there. And you notice it not just in the work, but in the people, the reliable ones, the blokes you want on your team, the ones who leave the site knowing they've done right by themselves and everyone around them. Maybe that's the lesson here. Pride in work isn't just about the job. It's about identity. It's about the standard you hold yourself to when no one's watching. About the integrity you carry into every other part of your life. Once you lose that, it shows up everywhere. You see it in corners cut, promises broken, excuses made, and you see it in yourself if you're not careful. But here's the thing, it doesn't have to be lost. You can choose to speak the language of pride every day. You can measure twice, cut once. You can take your time, even when everyone else is rushing. You can leave a bench, a frame, a doorway, knowing it's done properly. And in doing that, you're teaching everyone around you without saying a word. And it's not just tradesmen who can do this, it's anyone who takes responsibility for their work, anyone who refuses to let good enough be the standard. It could be a chef, a mechanic, a teacher, a designer. Wherever there's work to be done, there's room to care. But it starts with you. You, right now, choosing to do things properly, even when no one's watching, even when it slows you down. That's the point of pride. Sometimes it feels like a lost cause. You walk past a job that's been done half-heartedly, a crew that doesn't care, and you feel it in your chest, that sting of disappointment, that frustration. You think, what happened to all the blokes who gave a damn? But then you remember, the language isn't dead. It's just quiet, and quiet can grow if you keep speaking it. And it's worth it. Because the satisfaction of walking away from a job knowing it's done right, of seeing something last because someone cared, it's unlike anything else. It's a feeling of ownership, of mastery, of respect. And that's what we're losing if we let pride fade. That's what we have to fight to keep alive. One job, one frame, one bench at a time. So, next time you pick up a hammer, a saw, a drill, or any tool at all, remember, the work itself matters, the details matter, the care matters. And if you speak the language of pride, even when no one notices, you're keeping something alive that's bigger than just a job. You're keeping tradition, integrity, and respect alive. And that's damn important. You can still teach this to the next bloke, the apprentice, the young tradie coming onto site. You don't need a fancy speech, you don't need a lecture, you just do it right, every single time. That's the language of pride, and that's the only way it survives. And if you look around and feel like it's gone, don't despair. It's still there in the people who care, the people who measure twice, the people who leave a site knowing it's done properly. And you can be one of them. You can speak it every day. In every job, in every frame, in every damn thing you build. That's what keeps it alive. That's what keeps pride alive. And it's worth every damn second of care you put into it.
But anyway, if you liked the video, please just give it a like. It helps boost the video out. And if you made it to the end, comment plaster, as you can see me doing here. You're going to see some more in the next video as well, because I've got some footage of me doing the renovation that we're working on for a client. You're a gentleman and a scholar, mate.